Hello, welcome to the Wedding Wellness channel with the gorgeous Debbie and Georgia, the Heartcore Warriors, who just make women feel wonderful. I am very pleased to have them on the show tonight, and I will hand over to them to tell me more.
Georgia, would you like to go first?
Hi, Catherine. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Deb. So we are the Heartcore Warriors, and we have a rather beautiful mission to eliminate the stigma of menopause, but we are just very concerned with the wellness of women in a very holistic, all-encompassing, 360-degree approach. And yeah, we're so excited to be here with you and to spread some of our warrior magic.
I love that, warrior magic. Yeah, I guess to kind of elaborate a bit more on what George has just said, we are at the moment focusing on helping menopausal women. However, the things that we teach and the things that we do really apply to women of all ages and also men. You know, it's not to say that we're eliminating anyone. We just have a particular focus right now for a big project that we're working on, but the techniques that we use and the information we give are really useful to anyone in life if you just want to feel more aligned, more in tune with yourself, gain some confidence, and just discover your inner warrior, I suppose, because I think that's what George and I have both done in the time that we've met. We have become, I was going to say very different people, but we're not very different. We've evolved. I think we genuinely have. And now we're evolving together, which is even more fantastic. So we would just love to give, I'll say women, because that's primarily who will be in your group. And, it's both of our main audience. So we want to give women that confidence, that voice, to be heard about their own issues, to feel confident enough to talk about their issues without embarrassment, without shame, without judgment, and that's ultimately what we're about.
That's perfect. And I love that, the holistic approach, and embracing the fact that we go through so much. And, sorry guys, but there are some things you're just not going to get, you don't have to deal with the periods and the menopause and everything else that goes with it. Which, there is, like you say, a stigma, I think, attached to talking about those things. It's been gradually lifted, but it needs more people like you guys to put it out there to say you don't have to suffer. Not even suffering in silence. You don't actually have to suffer. You can work through it. You can use the techniques. So I know Georgia does the breath work, and just breathing is just one of the most simplest, most beautiful ways to relax. So do you want to tell us more about some of the techniques you use?
Yeah, sure. So I use breath work for a number of different states to just either upregulate, downregulate, help you to go to sleep, to calm. There are techniques that you can use, as I said, to upregulate, fire breathing. So I use a number of different breathwork techniques, but consciously connected breathing is what I am accredited in, qualified in. And it's a fantastic transformational experience, actually. I also use a lot of somatic techniques, somatic experiencing, which involves orienting. I use Hakomi, I use Gestalt focusing, which is being with the felt sense, the I attending to the it. And it's all about, all of these modalities are about bringing yourself back into the present moment and being able to embody your experience and who you actually are without shame and self-consciousness, and just being with you and experiencing all of your emotions within a healthy window of tolerance. So that's just a little snapshot of some of the things that I do.
Beautiful. And I believe you have a special event coming up where people can get to experience some of these.
Yes, we do, actually. Do you want to tell them a bit more about it, Deb?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. So yes, I mean, they're just touching on the things that Georgia has in her goodie bag, you know, of tricks that can help us. And I know very little about this stuff. That's why we're such a great partnership, because I'm learning as we go from that side of it. But I come at this from my own personal experience. Again, tying it back to the menopause, I've been through that, so I've experienced it all. But I also suffer with mental health issues. I suffer with weight problems. I suffered with lack of confidence, all of these things. So I'm going to be teaching people how I did it. And Georgia's going to throw in all these amazing tools that can help you get to where we are, but a damn sight quicker, because we've just had to find this stuff out the hard way. And we want to just give people this box of magic that they can open whenever they need, and pick out the bits that are relevant and just use them when they need them, you know. And that, our main focus at the moment is building this amazing virtual retreat. And I say virtual because of the COVID situation at the moment. We're still not stable. I'm a bit wary of, you know, being in a group of people. I'm sure loads of other people are still a bit wary about that. So we decided to initially have it as a virtual retreat, but ultimately it will be an in-person retreat. So it will be way more experiential and, you know, more touchy-feely and more impactful than it can ever be online. However, we wanted to do this now because, as you said, menopause in particular has a massive stigma attached to it. But now is the time to really start making our impact, because it's now becoming a bit more commonplace. People are talking about it. It's in the news. Celebrities are getting on board. You know, there's so much going on that we feel if we don't do something now, we're going to kind of miss the boat. And we want to be leading the way. You know, we don't want to be running behind someone else. We want to be in the front. And that's what the retreat is about. But in the build up to the retreat, we've decided to offer a free event, which will run over 5 days. It's not 24 hours a day, so don't panic if you think that's a big commitment, because firstly, everything we do will be recorded and it's available for life within our private community. There will be infographics, there will be videos, there will be demos, there will be live sessions, there will be Q&A, there will be tips and tricks. You know, we've got so much to jam pack into these 5 days that it's going to be a bit mad, but we just wanted to do this to give people a taster of the retreat, but also to help people that might not be able to come on the retreat. You know, we really want to help as many people as we can, and we figured this was a great way to start.
Absolutely. I've had a very small 2-hour taster, and that was by no means nowhere near enough. So yeah, I am really excited for this, and the fact, like you say, it's recorded, people can access it when they want and get from it, because even online I think people are still sometimes that little bit afraid to put their face up there, to get involved with the comments or whatever, and they can do things at their own time and have some reflections as well, don't we? little rose head appearing here, but yeah, that's the thing, there's so many of us who have jobs, have kids, have other things going on, and then we just have to juggle.
Exactly, and that's why we're doing this, because we've decided just to keep the live sessions to a half hour per day, so that even if you do join live, it's not going to take up too much of your time. And throughout the rest of the day, we'll be adding in other content, the other videos. We've got guest gurus who've kindly donated their time and given us some information, some videos that we can share. We have 3 partners now that we are officially working with. We're looking at many more collaborations just to bring all these wonderful things into one package, because we don't know about everything. We don't want to know about everything. We know about what we know about. So we're bringing in the troops, and we're going to have just such a robust experience that I would challenge anyone to go through the process and not feel like they've learned something. and they've experienced something and something has improved in their life. Because there honestly is going to be there will be something for everyone. There's no question.
That's it. And this isn't specifically for people going through the menopause. This is open to absolutely everybody.
It is, and yes, it is the build up to the retreat, and there will be similar elements of this in the retreat. But no, this is very much open to all, because if you see what we do, you might not be menopausal, but you might know someone that is.
Yes.
And they might really benefit from watching our replays or coming on the retreat. You know, you don't know. So we want to get the word out as best we can.
Yeah.
And that's the initial plan.
Perfect. Well, it will be on social media, and can share all the links to get people signed up. I'll pop this on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever else we may be. So yeah, people will know about it, and yeah, they can. Well, I'm already signed up. I can't wait.
You are. You're one of the first, so you're in.
And yeah, just remind people when it is, so they can get their diaries out and get it booked out.
Of course. So we start next Monday. We officially run from 10 a.m. on Monday to 10 p.m. on the Friday. But as I say, we're not there for the whole duration. But things will kick off at 10 a.m. next Monday. The live sessions are going to be at 8 o'clock for half an hour. That's 8 p.m. UK time. We're still in BST time, aren't we? Not GMT. So 8 p.m. BST every night. But if you can't catch them, then the replay will be there in the group. We're streaming it into our group. And excuse me, when I say our group, we have our own private community space now, which is, it's basically an app that is tied into our website. So this app, nobody else gets in. It's not like Facebook where anybody can request to join the group and maybe get in by accident. There'll be no trolls, there'll be no unwanted people, there will be no bad language. Well, there might be some bad language because we're not like that, but there will be no nasties. You know, it's all controlled by us. It's a very, very private space. So even if you are unsure of social media, this isn't social media in that kind of concept. It literally is like us welcoming you into our little world.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, I can't wait, and I encourage anybody and everybody to sign up and get to know these gorgeous girls. I have been like privileged to know them now, what, 6 months, something like that, and just you know, connections are made, and yeah, we just want to, like I say, help people feel great, feel beautiful inside and out, no matter what stage of life they are and what they're going through. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming on. And
thank you for having us.
That's my pleasure. And yeah, I will see you on the retreat.
Yes, you will. Can't wait. So excited. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Catherine.
Bye.
Bye.